Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Crystal here. I wanted to make you a video this morning on the binomial distribution, and I wanted to be able to run tests on it. And so the tests that we ran on the binomial distribution are the binomial test, the proportion test, and the chi-squared test. One thing that I hope you notice in this video and the video that I made yesterday was the fact that on every test you do, the p-value is going to be different. So it's important that you select the right test. So the first thing that we did is we did this on Excel. We're using Python in Excel. One of the good things about Python and Excel is you can put all of the formulas on one spreadsheet, and then every distribution I have on a different page in my spreadsheet, in my worksheet. The first thing that you have to do if you want to program in Python in Excel is you have to import your libraries, and your libraries have to be on the first page, because what Excel does is Excel will pick up the first page as to import the libraries. So we're going to be using SciPy, I believe. So you want to import SciPy, and SciPy is not automatically imported into Python, so you have to import SciPy. So we've got SciPy, from SciPy import stats, from SciPy stats import, and then we have the different tests that I have been performing in my previous videos. And so as I get another test, then I import the other test. So you have to do it on the first page of the spreadsheet, otherwise Excel won't pick it up as being an import. And then what you have to do is, well, what I did was I imported all of the functions that I was going to be using, because F1Y, binomial test, and chi-squared contingency. And then after you have done that, then Excel will pick up the libraries and you should be able to program in it. So that's what I've done. One thing that I have noticed is it's really slow, and somebody sent me a message on Medium saying that the reason why it's really slow is because it's coming from the cloud. It's not, Python isn't hardwired into Excel. Excel is getting Python from the cloud. It's getting it from Anaconda. So it is really slow. And as we go through the code, you'll see just how slow it is. So one thing that we did was we did binom 1 and binom 2, and we used exactly the same code for binom 1 and binom 2. But we look at the code, and this is the code for the binom 1 and the binom 2, and we also made an image of it in the cell just so you can have a look at it. And this is the code. So parameters for binomial distribution: NP sample size equals 10, 0.5, 1000, and we generate the data. Binom 1 equals np.random.binomial. It'll be NP sample size, and then we use matplotlib to plot it. And matplotlib is also imported into the first sheet in the worksheet. So plt.hist, we're making a histogram. Binom 1, bins equals np.arrange min binom 1 comma next binom 1 plus 1 minus 0.5. Density equals true, alpha equals 0.6, color equals blue. And then X label is number of successes, PLT Y label is frequency, PLT title is binomial distribution, and then we print it out, and you can see on the cell next to the code, you see a little histogram. Now, if you want to make the histogram larger, then what you would do is you would take a bunch of cells and then you would merge them together into one, merge them, and then you would be able to have a bunch of cells in it. But I didn't want to do that because I did one time when I was practicing, I did actually merge the cells together, but I just decided not to do that. So binom 2 has exactly the same code, but if I wanted to change the probability, I could, and if I wanted to change the number of trials, I could. But I didn't do that. So binom 1 and binom 2 are exactly the same. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do binomial test on binom 1. So we look at the code there. So this on the binomial test, it's success equals np.sum binom 1 trials equals len binom 1 times n. And you know, n was from the binom 1, it's the number of trials. I think we said it was 10. I think that's what we said it was. Perform binomial test. P-value equals binomial test. The successes, n equals trials, p equal p. Alternative equals two-sided, and then you print off success and p-value. And so what it does is if you want to see the result, which we did see the result, you click on to that little box with the drawers in it, and then you click on to array or string array. What it does is it gives you a string. It doesn't give you an array, but it says that gives you a test statistic of 0.5075 and a p-value of 0.136. So the p-value is higher than 0.05, so we will accept the null hypothesis, which means the means are the same, and there's no difference between the means. There's very little difference between the means. Now we're going to check the proportion test. So successes, sample 1 equals successes, NP sum, but I'm going to take that out. So equals np.sum.binomial 1, trial sample 1 equals len binomial 1 times n, successes sample 2 equals np sum binom 2, trial sample 2 equals len binom 2, and then count equals np array, successes sample 1, successes sample 2, knobs equals np array, trial sample 1, trial sample 2, z-stat p-value equals proportion z-test, counts, knobs, alternative equals two-sided, and z-stat equals a p-value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I changed something, I'm going to click onto the little green tick, and then okay, so now what it's trying to do is it's trying to calculate. It's going to be a while because it's getting it off of the the cloud. So since it's getting it off of the cloud, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to chi-squared test. And I did actually check out chi-squared test in Python, because I checked out all my work in Python before I put it on Excel. But we checked chi-squared test is a table equals NP array binom 1 binom 2 res, that's like result, equals chi2 contingency table, and res dot statistic and res dot p-value. That gives you the test statistic and the p-value. So it's going to take a while to do this. I'm just going to, it's being very awkward. And then this one is just a string. So we just keep trying, but if you notice, whenever we first came onto this page, you notice that the calculations were there, but because I went and changed something, now it's being really slow, and I hope it'll come up again. I hope it will. It's just being really slow is what it's doing. Try this. So it's trying to connect now. So see, what it's trying to do is it's trying to connect to the cloud. And this is a problem that we have using Python with Excel. It's really slow. Now you can pay, I think, $29 a month plus VAT and some other things to get the fast version of Python. But I haven't got $29 a month, and I'm just trying really hard to get it to connect. It says it's busy. So you can see some of the problems that we're having with Python in Excel. So if you've got lots of time, you can use Python in Excel. But if you don't have lots of time, you can't use Python Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video because I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take to do it. And I keep trying to just do something to it to get it to work, but it's taking time. You also get a Python in Excel, and it can show you a little bit more about Python in Excel and stuff like that. Oh, finally it came up. Finally. So you can see with the different values, you can see that the p-value is different, and you can see now something's happened. So you can see what's happened is my Excel has blocked off. Oh, it's come back. Fantastic news. So you can see the p-values. That's one thing that I have noticed, is the fact that it's so slow. So if you've got lots of time, you can use it. But it did actually finally come back up. And you can see the p-values are different for each. You can see the p-values are different for each test. So that means that you need to choose your test wisely. So now that it's finally come back up and you've seen all the problems I've had using it, I'm going to go ahead and close this video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will be doing another video for you in the very near future talking about more Python and Excel.